I'm Soledad O'Brien. Welcome to Matter of Fact. President Trump is in Europe this weekend on his first international trip, meeting with foreign leaders on his way to the NATO summit and the G7 meeting. Back at home, Democrats and Republicans finally agree on something. Leaders from both parties are praising the appointment of former FBI Director Robert Mueller as special counsel investigating possible contacts between Trump campaign staff and Russia during the 2016 election. It's a rare moment of bipartisanship on Capitol Hill. Another bipartisan team, Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin and Republican Senator John McCain, have paired up to combat skyrocketing prescription drug prices. Americans spent $425 billion on prescription drugs in 2015, and 19% of Medicare's budget is spent on medication. Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin is a co-sponsor of what's really a modified legislation. The original was introduced last session. What's the change this time around? And welcome, Senator.
Thank you so much. So these prices are skyrocketing, and we made a couple of modifications to the measure that we originally introduced last fall, specifically aimed at accountability and transparency for those drug corporations that are incrementally raising the price maybe 9% year after year after year. So while the measure originally captured any drug corporation that was planning a 10% or more increase, we also said if it's 25% over 3 years, we want them captured in this measure too.
Some were literally doing 9.9%, which would get them right under the wire. But of course, 9.9% year after year after year adds up very quickly.
Absolutely. And many people who are dependent upon literally life-saving or life-extending drugs are seeing that type of price shenanigans occur. And so, that modification was made. But overall, we are seeing so many people making incredibly difficult choices about whether they're going to pay for their prescription drugs or pay the household bills. I mean, that's how bad it's getting for many Americans. And of course, it has an impact on taxpayers also. 90% of seniors believe that the government really needs to do more because these appear to be happening without any justification.
Yeah, I would even think other people who are not seniors but also just need medications. If you look at the cost of insulin, it's tripled from like $230 up to $736 per patient between 2002 2013. Of course, Mylan and the EpiPen was an insane story. People will remember it used to be an EpiPen cost $100 for a 2-pack. 2016, it cost $600 for a 2-pack.
And I remember last fall when parents were getting their kids ready for school, and the school nurse would say, look, we need an EpiPen here at school in case your kid gets stung by a bee at recess, if they have an allergic reaction. And parents just didn't know how they were going to make that happen. And there appears to be no justification. So this measure is aimed at accountability and transparency. A lot of these drug corporations blame the cost of taking a drug to market on the reason for their price increases.
Right, they'll say R&D is very expensive, and they're also investing in things that fail and don't necessarily work out.
Exactly. So let's be transparent about it. We're not going to just take your word.
Are you feeling on Capitol Hill right now that you have to take these small steps toward bipartisanship with the environment that is hostile and angry and pretty chaotic? Do you feel like you're searching for those moments now?
When we can identify a problem, work on a solution, and do so in a bipartisan manner, that is always good news.
I want to ask you a quick question about the special prosecutor who's now been appointed to see if there are contacts and to what degree there have been contacts with Trump campaign staffers and Russians. What do you think of the special prosecutor?
I welcome the news of a special prosecutor in this case. I've called for a special prosecutor now for months, and I think Robert Mueller is a good choice, will win the confidence of people regardless of party, and really get to the bottom of this. So it's a very good step forward.
Senator Tammy Baldwin, nice to have you. Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.